not the video I was intending on bringing you this week, or the last couple of weeks actually. I have missed a couple of deadlines, and that is because I'm just struggling a little bit with my craft projects. I have been working on this dress. In my mind, envisioned it being super cute, and I was very excited for it. And I had a lot of enthusiasm as I was working on it that quickly went downhill somewhere, and I don't know when exactly I went from loving it to not loving it, but not loving it. And I also didn't like the last thing I made, and in my last video someone had posted, sometimes you just gotta know when to pull the pin on a project, and I think that is a really good idea. It actually really resonated with me at the time, and it's resonating with me now. So I'm going to pull the pin on this project, and I'm not going to do this sewing project, but I still want to get you a 1,000 subscriber appreciation video, so I'm just going to do my little Q&A, and I'm going to do a little mending while I do so. First off, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing. I cannot believe I am at 1,000 subscribers. Heck, when I hit my first 100 subscribers, I thought, wow, I don't know that many people. So to be here at 1,000 plus, that's pretty awesome. And I thank you so much. I am eternally grateful. I am also eternally grateful. I really like making videos for YouTube, and I would like to continue to make videos for YouTube. I get a lot of fulfillment out of editing videos and making thumbnails. It also gives me the drive to finish projects that I start, as I want to be able to share things with people. Just having you here is awesome. The fact that people not only watch my videos but subscribe to my videos and come back and watch new videos is just amazing to me, and I am so grateful. Thank you so much. And second thing I wanted to say before I get into the actual Q&A is that I did make a Ko-fi account. It will be at ko-fi.com/leopardladyvintage. I plan to post behind the scenes stuff there, projects I'm working on, fabrics that I got, any hauls I have. I'll also be posting sketches and plans for my sewing schedule and, you know, behind the scenes sneak peeks. I would love to do like a monthly vlog and post it there. That will be entirely free. I'm not putting anything behind a paywall, so if you're interested in more of how the sausage is made, as they say, I thought it'd be a nice place to post things that I'm working on that haven't been finished or like won't ever get finished. And so that's all I have that. So without further ado, we'll get into the Q&A. So this sweater here is one of my absolute favorite sweaters. I got it for $1, and I bought it from a street vendor at an art walk. And for the last 15 years, it's really held up nicely. I wear it quite a lot. I did replace all the little tiny knit buttons with a bunch of assorted metal buttons. But other than that, I haven't really needed to do any fixing or mending. It's just recently I have developed a hole in the underarm that I'm now going to repair using a piece of Remnant stretch knit and some gray embroidery thread. I know you're supposed to use yarn, but embroidery thread is what I have, and that's what I'm going to use. And while I repair this, I am going to go through the questions that I had gotten on the community tab, and I did have a question on one of my videos last time I posted a video. These aren't going to be in any particular order. What has been the most challenging skill to learn for sewing? Practically, the challenging skill is knowing when to quit. And I don't just mean quit a project in general, I mean just be done for the day. As I often sew for too long of periods, and then I get tired, and then I get more likely to make mistakes, or if I make a bunch of mistakes, I then get really frustrated and make more mistakes, and I need to know when to just put it down and walk away for a little while and come back later. Technically speaking, it's shearing. I am very terrible at shearing, or at the very least, I am so afraid of it, I haven't actually given it any try. I like the way it looks, and I like the concept of you're taking a big piece of fabric and you're making it stretchy manually, but for whatever reason it makes my brain itch just trying to figure out how to do it, so I just don't. I do want one of these days to actually give it a good old-fashioned college trying to learn that kind of technique, because I feel like it's one of those things that I'm just afraid because I don't know how, but once I learn, I will be like, it's a breeze. Alright, next one is, how do you make such cute title pictures for your videos? I use Canva in order to make my thumbnails. I often will have an idea in my brain, or I'll brainstorm a couple of thumbnails by drawing them out, and then I'll go on Canva and look at their thumbnail templates and find one that either looks like my idea that I had in mind, or if something jumps out to me as being fun, and then I'll try to replicate it. As far as colors go, I usually go with whatever is the fabric I'm using, or what is the vibe I'm going for, whatever strikes my fancy at the time. Like with my last video, I knew I was going to use the colors that were in the fabric that I had, because it is all very retro-y springtime, summertime vibes. And not every design that I first come up with be number one. I usually go through about 3 or 4 different designs before settling on one that I like the most. I really like the process of making thumbnails. I think it kind of breaks up the whole editing monotony. What's your favorite outfit you've made for the channel so far? That is a hard question, because I made a lot of things I did like. I also made quite a few things I haven't liked and haven't worn since making it. As far as function goes, I've practically lived in that black skirt that I made for Cottagecore but Goth during all of last winter. I love that skirt, and I would really like to have more black clothes to go with it. Or just make more Halloween clothes, because I love wearing Halloween clothes. But my favorite outfit is got to be the witch outfit. I love that dress. It tickles me every time I put it on. It makes me smile. I love it so much. And I get a lot of compliments on it. And I've even debated making more of that same dress but with different fabric. In fact, I went to Joann's the other day and I found that exact fabric but in like a dusty mauve color, and I was this close to buying it and just remaking another witchy outfit, because I love the fabric itself. It's super soft. I love the dress. It is so cute, and I'm so happy with how it turned out and the way it fits on me. And I love Halloween clothes. I just love anything that I could wear during the month of October. I've actually been wearing that dress a lot lately in August, because in my head it is already fall. Let's see, do you have much fluctuation in your measurements? If you do, curious how you decide what size to make. Up until about 2 years ago, I did fluctuate quite dramatically between my winter coat and my summer coat, and normally I would make my clothes determined on how often I would wear them in what season. So like all of my winter and October and Halloween clothes I would make in a larger size to accommodate for the fact I will be larger during that season. Whereas my summer clothes tend to be smaller because I am usually smaller. However, about 2 summers ago I got COVID and I was absolutely bound to my bed, and I have not been able to get my groove back. I normally am a very active person during the summer, but so that means I'm not losing any weight during winter, and I'm actually sized out of a lot of the things I've made in the last couple years, or really ripping out of things, to be honest. I've ripped out of 2 dresses and a skirt so far, and that sucks. Especially because one of the skirts was my absolute favorite skirt, my yellow skirt. I ripped the zipper out. So in the meantime, I've been working on making clothes that have a lot of give in the waist until I start to even out in my weight. I do plan to start altering some of my older clothes as they are getting too tight to wear, and I'm going to be running out of clothes soon if I don't make more new ones or size up the ones I already have. Actually, cats are everywhere. This is a new room for them and they just want to explore all of it while I am talking, and it is not very helpful. Sometimes you film your reveals near a river, or is it a canal? I wondered where that was. It is in fact a canal. It is a canal that divides my city in half, and it goes all the way out to the Intercoastal Waterways, which is a man-made waterway system that runs parallel to the Atlantic Ocean and goes all the way up to Massachusetts and all the way down to the southern tip of Florida. So in theory, I could drop a boat out in that canal and work my way up to Massachusetts or work my way down to the Gulf. Not that I want to do any of that. And, you know, I just thought it was a fun place to do some filming, and I like to kayak in it every now and again. How did you first get into sewing? I was probably about 12, 13 when I first was interested in getting into sewing, largely because that was around the time I started experimenting with style and fashion and trying to find what was me, and I didn't feel like I was getting that uniqueness with fast fashions, and I wanted to make weird goth clothes. I've always been a creative person. Particularly at that age, I was really into drawing, so I would fill up booklets and drawing pads and just random bits of paper with all these different designs that I had in mind that I wanted to make. And there was a sewing shop in my town that does apparel classes. Unfortunately, their starting age was 16, and I think I was around 13, 14 when I finally was able to convince my parents that I was really serious about sewing and this is what I really want to do. And so we talked to the instructor and, you know, laid it out saying, I know I'm not old enough to take the class, but I'm really enthusiastic about it and really want to learn. And she must have believed me because she said, okay, except I need to have an adult sign up with me and take the classes with me just to make sure I stay on task. And so my grandmother did just that, which at the time, I don't know if it really resonated to me what a sacrifice that was for her, because she hates sewing. She doesn't like anything domestic. But she went every Tuesday and Thursday with me, and she sat and did it with me. By the end of the first class, I had a fully made apron, and she had barely a cutout apron. And the instructor said, okay, well, you can sign up for all the other classes. Your grandmother doesn't have to sign up for them. But she still came with me every time and sat with me. And it was, you know, kind of special. Even though she doesn't like sewing, she still supported me in my sewing adventures. Sadly, I didn't make as many goth outfits as I was hoping I would, but I still made some wild things, I tell you. And then the last question is, why do you wear wigs when your own short hair is so cute? Thank you for saying I'm cute. The short answer to that is vanity, and the long answer to that is insecurity. So when it comes to my hair, like, this is my natural hair color. It's not dyed. It is very dark, and it comes in very thick thanks to Native American blood on my dad's side, and it's very hot and heavy. And when it is humid out, I sweat, and I live in a place that's just like 110 humidity all the time, so my head gets sweaty along with the rest of my body, and it just makes my head itch. It just feels very uncomfortable having long hair, so I cut it all off in order to maintain some sort of balance with not being so irritated and wanting to scratch out my scalp. But I am very insecure about my looks, as I'm sure a lot of people are insecure about their looks, and I do not think I'm very attractive with short hair. And here's the thing, I think plenty of women are beautiful with short hair, stunning even with short hair. I do not think I am attractive with short hair. I think I'm more attractive with long hair, but I don't like long hair. So my compromise is to wear wigs, but I'm trying to do better with that and trying to embrace more of having short hair is alright. Just because I don't find myself attractive does not mean the world sees me as an unattractive person. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as what I think about my hair. well, there you have it. Another video down. I am sorry that I had no sewing for you. I just really want to get this video out so I can get back into the groove of things. I'll be doing a maxi knockoff of a knockoff. I had actually already started it, and that I'm really excited about, so I'll get that done. And then I think I'm just going to jump right into making fall and winter stuff, because that's really just what I want to do right now. I want to do fall and winter stuff. I was good and I didn't buy that mauve fabric, but I ended up buying a lot of other fabric. And I'm very excited to get started on it. Let me show you. So I have all of my fabrics that I had recently bought. I have this ghost one here, this pumpkin one, and this retro cat, black cat one. I have them all washed and on my table, waiting to be ironed, and Pepper is making sure that they have an adequate amount of cat hair on them so I can start cutting them. But I'm very excited about this. This one is going to be a dress, this is going to be a blouse, and this is going to be a pinafore. So I'm really excited to get started, and I just want to get into it. Anyway, that's all I have for today. If you felt this video was informative and you like being informed, please hit the like and or subscribe button. I release a new video every other Sunday, as that is my intention. With that being said, until next time, I hope you have a good day. Bye. Also, I got new glasses. I absolutely love these. I was gonna go for some black cat eyes, but then I saw these rose gold ones and I knew I had to have them, and I think they're just super cute. I also like how big they are, and they make me feel kind of like a sexy grandma. I just thought it would be a good way to try to cat hair. And there was a sewing shop in my town, and there was a sewing shop in my town that does. What? No. Like a game of Operation. Come on. There we go. All right. It's in.